He's not frequently you get to interviewing one of the UK's largest success musicians in a Western London bathroom. But in fair days to go before Tinie Tempah's podium shot for London Vogue 1 Week Men's, LFWM, down there's bounded area at rehearsals. Packed clothing racks and document sketches fill in the top story chamber of the 29-year-old workshop in Holland Garden, as model plant about hard on their outfits. Down there's so lot departure on how the simplest, or quietest, location to hold an interviewing turns out to be a little toilet, wherever we get orphanage to talk Tinie's newest gallery for his clothes sticker, which we carry. The artist opened his at first gallery for the mark recent year, but he has been an envoy for LFWM with its start in 2012, a time he thinks was major for men's Vogue. With later, more than men include been profitable focus to their Vogue. To be fair, I yet believe down there's a lot more than female profitable focus to which they carry, how they carry it, how it looks, who the planner is. Yet we're begun to vision a new general of youthful human beings who are really more than in their brands. I believe down there's more than Vogue in piece of music rather than human beings understand, says Tinie, whose actual behalf is Patrick Okagwu. Largest human beings who are survey piece of music videos, they're stylish to several extent, down there's several mind on which they're tiring, how their wool is stylish. All of how, to me, is Vogue. Though a Vogue Shaw himself wouldn't be law if down there wasn't any piece of music. I believe down there's a very shut relation among the couple. So, while London Collections, Men, after renamed to London Vogue 1 Week Men's, at first start up in 2012, Tinie was an evident selection for envoy. But his passion for Vogue dates behind for his piece of music carrier. I'd say it was of on 9 or 10. I go of a Nigerian migrant backdrop, my parent had us there, and my mother, on top of possessing 3 or 4 persons' jobs, she ever believed in possessing a party bustle, and one of such was in fact departure and purchase cloth, Tinie explains. She'd go above to Switzerland or Italy, give it behind and sail it to some female of the regional society. In Nigerian civilization, a lot of the female love to do their own dresses and carry them to weddings, so she'd buy all these various material, and one day in a time she'd let me go in her. Of down there, I begun to know and include a bit of a desire and expertise for Vogue and textile fabrics in general. Tinie's passion ultimately emboldened to him be a visible drawing in the Vogue chain, work clothes in the UK Vogue Justice. I recall fair proverb to myself one date, I can't go to else men's Vogue 1 week for the 6-year fleeing, creature the guy how knows Vogue, creature the guy how's a clothing equine for largest of these designers, and not do a deposit myself, he recalls. So time I was manufacturing my tertiary scrapbook, youthful, it was a problem for me to see if I could do a at first continuous gallery as an scrapbook at the identical period. End of YouTube position by Tinie Tempah. He admits he's certainly not lightweight to conjure piece of music and Vogue, but his diagram present doesn't appear to include been struck by his obligation to clothes. I wish to be one of such human beings to problem the concept how you can just do one item, Tinie says. In next generations I believe human beings are departure to be way more than much faceted, and he's not departure to be such a surprise party for who to wrap and do clothing. Compared to largest large name brands, the which we carry bend is sensibly estimated, but a coat or couple of denim will yet price you more than rather than thou d pay in an ordinary top road retail dealer. Yet, he says, to me, I love the strength of thing. I wish it to recent. Above period, I've done the identical option as, I'm divination, largest men in Britain. Occasionally I expend loads of cash on a chunk of clothes, occasionally really slight. Yet while you buy thing how isn't of any actual quality assurance, it doesn't recent length, you don't get how lot wears out of it. So you can expend £14 to buy denim each pair of months, or expend £140 and perhaps buy a couple of denim how recent you 10 year. For me, the last makes a lot more than feeling. Yet, he adds, one of the issues in creature a planner is how, if you hit on a new tendency, some designers once start to imitate thou. He's one of the reasons Tinie wants his sticker to imitate the view currently, buy currently pattern, that tool collections are accessible to buy as quickly as they've debut on the podium, quite rather than departure on selling the next time of year. If you can't accessing thing thou ve seen for 3 months, it goes fully out of yours ram to how cause I wish to be capable to get to how phase wherever we can cozily provide to do view currently, buy currently, he says. Or the some cause I wish to do it is several some human beings begin take my ideas, he laughs. One day you begin show yours material front of period, which I've implemented is, you show it, later 6 months downward the link while thou prepared to produce it, you go in a top road retail dealer, and down there's already a such style. He's noticeable how Tinie didn't behalf the clothes sticker following his phase behalf. Was how a intentional go to do certainly the mark survives on its own credit? A millionth per dime, he says. Which we carry is precisely which it is. I thick felt down there was a gap for a modern menswear mark how reflects which the contemporary man is tiring present. Down there was the entire concept of linking my behalf in it, but to be fair, I didn't wish nobody to believe I was with my behalf. I requested to construct thing of scrape so how, independently of Tinie Tempah, length following I'm lost, I requested to be capable to stay among brands how include been about for a 100 year. Tinie Tempah will show his fall/winter gallery at 14 o'clock GMT on Sunday as portion of London Vogue 1 Week Men's.